We continue to spotlight various local hockey teams around Cape Breton Island, and joined now by the head coach of the County Islanders of the Nova Scotia Under 13 AAA Hockey League, Sean Ferguson. Sean, last year we had Robbie Sinclair in the broadcast, and he walked us through this, but for people that may not have heard that, tell us what the U13 AAA League is.
Thanks for having me, Pat. The U13 Aaa League is a real competitive league across Nova Scotia, from teams all the way from Glace Bay to Western, which is a Yarmouth-based team. There's 15 teams in the league, and it's a real competitive league where the standings are tight, a lot of good hockey teams, and a lot of good hockey players.
What has it been like with the pandemic? Are you guys pretty much back to normal this season?
Yeah, we like to think that things are getting back to normal. Still obviously masked in the dressing rooms and things like that and all the other restrictions, but we seem to be able to carry on and have a normal schedule, and things are slowly getting back to normal.
I mentioned you're the head coach of the County Islanders. Tell us about what the support has been like for the team this year. Are fans back in the rink, and where are you based out of?
Yeah, so we play our home games out of the county rink. Parents and friends and family are all back into the rink. A little less restriction on that now. So it's nice to see some faces in the stands. We're very lucky too. We have a video guy who live streams all of our games, so it's pretty accessible, and it's good for those who can watch from away or family that can't be there and things like that.
Very good. What kind of viewership are you getting on those streams? Mainly family checking in, I'm guessing?
Yeah, it seems to be a lot of family and friends, and it's also good for us coaches because that's what we use for our video tools. So we'll code the game and go back and use them as teaching moments for our kids as well.
Sure, and I guess if you have the chance to do so, you can even check out the other teams, which is nice to see as well.
That's right.
How has the season gone thus far, and what are the expectations for your team this year?
So we had a great start. There's a mandatory tournament to begin the season, the Jordan Boy tournament in Bedford, and we got off to a great start there. We went 3-1 and moved on to the semis where we lost to Bedford 5-3, I believe. We had a great start to the season, getting into kind of September, October, November. A little bit of a tough stretch for us here in the last, say, 3-4 weeks. Our captain, Madden Gillis, broke his collarbone, and it was a big, devastating blow to the group. Losing a lot of games by one and being very close in games, and just we've gone through a little bit of, let's say, adversity. And after this weekend, I like to think that we made some adjustments and we're ready to climb out of that now. And as for expectations, I have a lot of belief in our group. Real good older group here with 2 second-year goalies, and I believe in this group quite a bit, and I have high expectations going forward.
What does an average week look like for the County Islanders? What's the practice schedule like? What's the game schedule like? Walk us through what it's like for the players. Yeah,
so we're very lucky to have Steve Lewis as one of our assistant coaches. Steve and his mother both run power skating, so our week starts with Tuesday. In Sydney Mines, we have a power skating hour of ice time. It's not a mandatory, but it has seemed to become mandatory. Our players like to get out there, so we start on Tuesday with power skating. Wednesday nights, we have a development skate hosted by Kyle Farrell. So Kyle does all our skills and drills in the county and our development. So that's our Wednesday nights. And Thursday night, we have a team practice. Sometimes we're lucky to have John Cabu come out and help us out. We have a lot of support and a lot of help in our association. And we are lucky from time to time to add a practice in on Thursdays where we jump into games most weekends, 2 games every weekend, whether they're home or on the road. That's our week. Saturday and Sundays we play our games.
Very good. Some star power there involved at all levels. And speaking of star power, there are 3 Cape Breton teams in this league. Tell us about some of the noteworthy players in the Cape Breton teams in the U13 League this year.
There's a lot of talent here in Cape Breton at this under 13 level. Starting with our team, we have players like Charlie McLeod, Jasper Elaine, Coda Lewis, Mark Berman, and our 2 goaltenders, Daniel Levat and Brighton Hardy, all second-year players. Owen Gracie. We're very lucky to have the older crew that we have. And when I think about the other teams in Cape Breton, it's hard not to think about Tucker Sinclair, Jack Skinnish, Burko Coyne, and Glace Bay. And I know Cape Breton West, in my opinion, has one of the best goaltenders in the whole league. His first name is Leo. I'm not 100% sure on his last, but he's a real good player. Very good goalie.
Quickly tell us what area your team draws from, because it's not a traditional county team. You're obviously casting a bit of a wider net.
They call us the county. We've had a lot of North Sydney players on our team in the last 3 years that I've been a part of it. So we draw from county minor hockey, obviously, and North Sydney minor hockey. Glace Bay gets to draw from Sydney into Waterford. And actually, we're very lucky in a sense that myself and Robbie and Glace Bay work together, especially during tryouts when cuts come, and we believe players who may not make one team could play in the league, and we're lucky enough to be able to kind of pick from that as well. So I've had players from Sydney, Glace Bay. They're from everywhere. We're very lucky for that.
Sounds like a very competitive league and pretty exciting hockey. People would probably be surprised at the caliber, I would think. Great insight on things going on in the Nova Scotia Under 13 AAA League. Sean, best of luck to you and the Islanders the rest of the season.
Thanks, Pat. I appreciate it.
That's Sean Ferguson. He is the head coach of the County Islanders in the Nova Scotia U13 AAA Hockey League. You're listening to the intermission of Uniglass Plus, Cape Breton Eagles Hockey, 1270 CJCB.